AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Flea in Vegas sounds crazy, and Isaiah Hartenstein in OKC sounds even crazier. But the OKC Thunder are the favorites to land the New York Knicks center Isaiah Hartenstein. This is different than the OG thing now because they said that he's the favorites to land Isaiah Hartenstein. Oklahoma City Thunder will be sprinkled into every NBA rumor this offseason. The current Vegas odds peg the Thunder as favorites to land Isaiah Hartenstein. The Oklahoma City Thunder are primed to make a summer splash with a mountain of draft picks and cap space the team has to spend in some way. It is a recipe for the Bricktown boys to be thrown into every rumor. One of the more interesting options on the free agent market is the New York Knicks center Isaiah Hartenstein. Coming off a 2-year, $16 million contract, the 26-year-old proved this season he could add value to a team's front court as a high-end rotational piece and spot starter in case of injuries. Here's the highlighted portion that they have. The Thunder's front court depth concerns have led to Oklahoma City being Hartenstein's top landing, according to Bet Online. There they go again. Bet Online. Come on to you. So, according to Bet Online, with a plus 300 odds, there has been no official scuttlebutt tying the Knicks big man to the Thunder. The fit on paper plus expandable money is enough to make this leap. So I still haven't seen anything about, any reports, nothing. So what do you guys think about this Bet Online? At it again. Flea. You don't like gambling. Is this the reason why they keep just spreading rumors on us like this?
Listen, man, I've been going back and forth thinking about this for a little while now. So I'm glad we've had a couple of days, especially after Game 7 loss. Now we get here, we can finally, chop it up about iHeart. I love iHeart. iHeart played out of his mind this season. Stepped up in a big way. Mitchell Robinson went down twice, right? And Hartenstein really, really stepped up. Gave us all he could give us. Everywhere. Defensively, rebounding, the little bit that he could give us offensively, that little floater teardrop that he has in the lane is money, right? That's something he was going to, especially in the playoffs. But I will tell you this. Oklahoma City probably needs him more than we do. For the price that he's going to command, because he's earned some money. He's earned a long-term deal. Whoever marries him, and even if it is us, I'm not mad at it, but whoever marries him, I think is going to be worth it. I don't think when you look at the end of that deal, third, fourth year, probably fourth year as an option or something like that, like when you look at the deal at the end of it, you're not going to be a pissed off organization like, damn, I got to move this guy because I didn't get what I paid for. OKC lacks size in the front court a lot, right? They at some point want to start to protect Chet Holmgren, right? He's another slim dude, extremely athletic, extremely great player. He's going to be an amazing player going forward, but you got to put somebody next to him until he gets his he gets his NBA body. I don't even think he has his NBA body yet. He won't fill out much more, but he'll become that wiry strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, he may not look, I'm trying not to use this word, but he may not look girthy, but you know what I'm saying? He going
What? Yo, I got to get a yellow thing flag, man. What?
Flag on the play.
Right.
On sportsmanlike conduct. What's going on in window 3 over there, man?
Yo,
What we doing? Yo. Wow.
I hope you don't get the page flag for that.
Yo, he said, my fault, y'all. That was little flea. That was little flea. Big flea messed up. That was
nah. Stay away from any size synonyms, right? What you doing out here, man? I don't want to hear about big or little nothing. Holy cannoli.
was crazy. Yo, he said red card. My fault. Let's get back right.
Right, let's go.
International brother right there.
But for real though, they need size in the front court, right? Chet Holmgren, he's a slim dude, and at some point they're gonna attack that. The Jokers, the Embiids, the Anthony Davises, the Giannis's, all of those guys are gonna start to.
So Sabonis in Sacramento, even if you just stay out there in the West, the Jackson Juniors, yeah.
I love this kid out here in Houston, Alperen Sengun, the Sengun kid. Like all of these guys are big dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they're gonna need somebody that could be physical with the opposing bigs, because even a Miles Turner isn't light in the ass, right? That's a big dude, 7-footer. So they can use him. I said to y'all, I think a couple days ago, we can find somebody that can do what he does. Do I have the answer? No, I'm not gonna act like I do. But I think, depending on what we do with those 2 draft picks, we have 2 first-round draft picks. We're a second seed, 50-win team, and we're going into this draft with 2 first-round draft picks. That's tough. Back-to-back, too. And they back-to-back.
Yep.
Right? That's tough. So I don't want to act like I'm not grateful for what he brought to us. Mitchell Robinson is another guy that I'm skeptical about. I'm skeptical about our front court, about paying that brother close to $20 million. And when has, we have all this reservation about OG, right? Rightfully so. When are we going to start talking about Mitchell Robinson being healthy and available for us on a consistent basis? That needs to be said. Mitch is a great offensive rebounder. He's a hell of a defender. But let's be honest. When he is needed, be there when I need you. Right, OG? When I need you.
Great point.
Be there. And a lot of the times throughout this run, I'm talking about the last 4 years, Leon Rose, Tom Thibodeau, Julius Randle, where is he? I don't see him in the spots that we need him, right? In the spots that we need him. So that is a concern. And I think I said that to y'all before. The biggest concern for me is our front court.
Well, great point. Like I said, touche with the Mitchell Robinson thing, comparing it to basically what I said about OG. I can't argue that. But when we talk about Hartenstein, I'm a Hartenstein fan, but my opinion, here I go again. Y'all not going to like what I'm going to say. He got exposed. And, we don't want to believe that or see that or hear that because we are crazy Knicks fans. And this is why it's Knicks Rehab. Because at times, most of the times, we are delusional and out of control. But when we settle down and the dust clears and let's talk basketball, he got exposed. That Philadelphia series, if Mitchell Robinson doesn't come back hobbled, and I think that's why he had to come back, because if Hartenstein could have held it down, we might have had Mitch for the Indiana Pacers series. Then we go to the Pacers series. I'm going to be honest. Hartenstein, inconsistent. His big body, pause, he doesn't contest shots. I've watched him giving up too many times on the defensive end where once a guy beat him, he just swipes down and fouls him and he just walks off as if he knows, so for me, Hartenstein got exposed. And Flea, you said it a couple lives ago. We can find another Hartenstein. It's no disrespect to him. Once again, I would love to bring him back, but I'm not overpaying for him. And I think OKC, I think it would be a great fit. But are we sure he's the tough, big body pause that needs to be alongside Chet? Yes, he's size, but I watch him get torched by a hobble, one eye, one leg, Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
And then I watch him get torched by Miles Turner in points of the game where it could have turned. Well, it did turn the series around.
Be fair to him. Be fair to him, OG. Be fair, because nobody can guard Embiid.
Flea. Flea, is that a record? 5 fouls in 1 quarter?
It was nasty. It was nasty. I got you. I'm following you. I got you.
Right. So I'm sorry. So for me, I'm saying I'm just not. I'm not overpaying for guys when they've been exposed. And as much as I love Hartenstein, if he's not going to work on his game, where you can at least step back and knock down a 12-footer. I've seen highlights of him early in his career hitting the corner 3, him looking for a shot. It's times where he don't even look at the basket. Once again, rebounding. I watched Josh Hart outwork a 7-footer every game. I don't think Hartenstein averaged double-digit rebounds.
No.
So for me, you know, as much as we love him, and that's the Knicks, the New York in us, if we want to be realistic, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if he played his hand that right, because once again, we may lose him, and I'd rather lose him than lose Mitchell Robinson. If you give me the choice of the two, I've seen what Mitch can do when he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch holds it down. I'm sorry. Mitch holds it down. Not saying Hartenstein don't, but I'm taking Mitch over Hartenstein all day. And I think that Philly series and that Pacers series, to a certain extent, I think Hartenstein got exposed, man.
I got to agree with that last statement in terms of who's more irreplaceable. It got to be Mitchell Robinson, because Flea, you touched on it yesterday when, you know, I hate to hear the who's more talented, more skilled players when what are you doing with that skill? How dominant did you turn that X amount of skills into? Shaq wasn't that skilled. Giannis ain't that skilled, but they're dominant. Mitchell Robinson can't pass like Hartenstein. Hartenstein is a little bit, he is a bit of a rim protector, all ball, a little more than you gave him credit for. But I don't care if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Mitch is out there dominating the game on both ends of the floor. Now you have the offense has the game plan for Mitch on both ends. Our offense is to go, all right, we got to take certain shots so that he gets them offensive rebounds and continues we heard what Halliburton said the other day. That rebounding is crazy. It just changed his whole mindset on basketball. The Knicks single-handedly did that, and Mitchell Robinson is a part of that conversation. Even though he didn't play much with the Pacers, he embodies Tibbs' system. So I understand what you're saying with that. Hartenstein is a little bit, you know, you could let him go before Mitchell Robinson. Also, Flea, you mentioned all the big bodies that the Western Conference has to deal with OKC. I think what would attract Hartenstein the same way is that, bro, they're number 1 seed in the conference. They were the number 1 team in the league. Oh, no, second to the Celtics.
To the Boston.
That's attractive in itself. You got an MVP candidate over there as well. That's highly attractive. That scares me now. I mean, Hartenstein is still CAA. It's not quite Sam Rose. They're at the table, though. Them agents that he got, Aaron Winston them. So this one's scary, man. It's not quite like OG for me. OG's a bigger deal. OG, you saw what they said about OG. We can't lose this contract. We're willing to pay, you know, the max for him. Hartenstein, they're probably willing to max out, but even that's not enough. And I just think that component of this ain't the Orlando Magic who's on the cusp. It's not the Rockets or the Jazz. Nah, this is the OKC Thunder who can offer draft picks and still remain with the same team. This changes the whole series against the Mavericks, changes the series against Denver, anybody that they go up against. He'll be a bigger body out there for those 20, 25 minutes. And again, you know, for me, my number 1 thing about Hartenstein, to have him next to SGA and them guys, or a pick and roll or dribble handoff with Chet and Hartenstein is insane. Hartenstein setting up Chet sounds crazy to me. It just sounds insane. So this one's tough, man. Do I want to lose him? No, but I think that there's a high possibility now.
Let me just say this real quick. See, for me, it's great to have 2 7-footers, but if both of them is very limited offensively, that's a problem. That's a problem. So for me, that's why I say I don't want to lose Hartenstein, But I damn sure don't want to overpay you because, like I said, you know, you and Mitchell Robinson, we lucky to get 20 points between both of y'all. Like, we're lucky to get that. You're not winning in the NBA today with that. I'm sorry. You're just not. You're just not. God, I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna take the bounce pass of the Flea real quick. We know who's potentially available this summer, who made a big name for themselves this series, Western Conference Finals. Naz Reid. That's a player option. To AllBall's point, that's an amazing point. We have, even though we love Precious, we love Hartenstein really, and we love Mitchell Robinson. Them guys really can't spend too much time on the court. But Naz Reid is a 6'10", 7-foot guy. He could get around and be a stretch for play defense, be a 3-and-D 6'10" guy. If we can finagle that.
Listen, that wouldn't be one of those times where I say all money ain't good money, right? Like, I love how Naz Reid, the role Naz Reid plays for the Timberwolves. Like, I very well see the Timberwolves trading Cat and elevating Naz Reid into a starting role. Like, I fully see that at some point. But if they don't go in that direction and Naz Reid does decide to leave Minnesota, like I always say, I don't think all money is good money, but coming to the Knicks, that type of player, yeah, that's good money. That's good money. He's a guy that can fit into that culture. So I just need gamers, man. We need gamers at that 7-foot position, at that 5 position, at that big position. We need gamers, man. And for me, I know how impressive he is when he's out there, but there's few and far times where he's not, right? Like, he's just not out there, and we got to start holding him accountable for that. We got to start holding him accountable for that. There's been far too many times throughout this run as we continue to elevate that Mitch is not available when it's time to rock and roll. So
100% correct, Flea. I have nothing to say to that. 100% correct. 100% correct.
Before I continue on, Mel Bester, 9. Clippers didn't like Hartenstein that much, but he was a backup to Zubac, who was a much better scorer and big man than Hartenstein, and Zubac was already a starter on the Clippers for years since Lakers. We talked to Dom. I don't know Zubac is better. He is better, but they can use Hartenstein as well. So that's a great point, though. Another guy who the Clippers said, hey, we can move on from you because we have this guy here. And Zubac might be a fringe top 10 guy, but Flea mentioned the word gamer. Gamer. We talk about gamers and all-time gamers. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.